The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, FAO, in collaboration with local governments and partners, is at the forefront of implementing the inclusive business model approach. This model has been piloted in 16 countries across Africa, the Caribbean, and the Pacific with the support of the European Union. It targets commodities that can be commercialized to improve incomes for smallholders. The Quick Start approach focuses on the chain's weakest link between small farmer groups and a buyer, which could be a trader, a processor, or a retailer. It identifies commodity-specific solutions to local market obstacles by implementing 4 main steps. The term inclusive refers to the constraints and concerns of linking smallholders to buyers. The first step is to understand how the farmer organization is or is not doing business with a target buyer. Business model appraisals are used to understand available resources, capacities, the product on offer, its flow through the supply chain, and the buyer's requirements. The second step is to identify critical success factors to improve commercial ties between farmers and buyers. To do this, roundtable discussions are set up. Business partners such as farmer organizations, input suppliers, buyers, and local banks give their insights on the main challenges and opportunities for doing business. For the buyer, this will often include price, reliability of supply, and quality. And for the farmer, the key factors are timely and fair payments. Step 3 is to design an upgraded business model with an action and financial plan. This is based on the business model appraisal and the critical success factors identified. Step 4 is to rank and implement activities identified in the action plan. Types of activities will depend on the local context, market structure, commodity, and available investments. All 4 steps contribute to one goal: improve smallholder to buyer linkages with win-win solutions that add value and reduce costs. In partnership with Farm Concern International FCI Kenya, FAO implemented the approach to strengthen commercial linkages between cotton farmer organizations and GINAs. Here's a closer look at the cotton industry in Kenya. The cotton industry is a major source of income for thousands of small-scale farmers, in particular those living in the arid and semi-arid areas.
60% of Kenya is cotton friendly. If almost all Kenyans can be encouraged to grow cotton.
The country is estimated to have 200,000 smallholder cotton farmers, while cottage-level industries employ about 45,000 people. Since liberalization, cotton has diminished over the years as a source of income for Kenyans and as a raw material for both the textile and agro industries. Poorly managed ginneries and farmer organizations and outdated utilities and technologies have all had an impact on the competitiveness of the cotton industry in Kenya.
The cotton subsector in Kenya, as is well documented, has been performing below its capacity and has been riddled with various inefficiencies. As it is in the moment, the ginneries operate below 50% of their capacity, and the cotton farmers have not been getting the value for the crop.
The kind of ginneries or jeans that we've been having in the country were getting obsolete. They are the technology of the 1930s, but the world now is at the new technology of efficient ginneries.
Most of our things are from Turkey. We basically deal with cotton from our khaki trousers, and if you feel the material is really comfortable. To our vests and our t-shirts for inside, and even to our shirts, most of them are cotton material because it's very comfortable on the skin. They are very available and they're very cheap as compared to other materials.
Hii kilimo ya pamba iko na challenges naye pia mingi sana. Kama soko ingekuwa vizuri na bei ingekuwa vizuri, area hii yote hii inaweza kuwa pamba yote. Kwa maana hii ni black cotton soil. na huwa inatoa pamba ile ya grade mzuri.
In Kenya, the approach was piloted with 15 cooperatives representing 18,000 smallholders and 4 ginneries. Business model appraisals were carried out in the cotton districts of Nyanza, Eastern and coastal provinces, revealing problems affecting business between cooperatives and ginneries. To address these challenges, specific activities were implemented, starting with forums to help restore trust between farmers and ginners. In collaboration with the Ministry of Agriculture and the Cotton Development Authority, Ginner farmer meetings were organized. The forums created a platform for interaction between ginners and farmers to develop trust and strengthen their partnership. During this activity, ginners took a leading role to discuss key issues and concerns.
Hatuna uwezo kabisa tukiwa sisi peke yetu kusema prices ama kusema bei ya pamba. Lazima tushirikiane na wengine, kama vile mmesikia mataifa zingine wanapanda pamba. Tunakaa chini, tunaona, tuna compare those prices. Tunajua tutauza pamba aje hapa Kenya.
Along with the forums, capacity building on partnership development was provided to educate both the farmers and ginners on the importance of talking to one another. The second challenge addressed was poorly managed ginners.
The ginnery machines are not in good condition, and the ginnery is facing a number of challenges that is not making it operate effectively.
Ginners perform the first mechanical process after cotton is collected. They are the main linkage between cotton farmers and the consumer. To promote efficient operations, ginnery managers were trained in modern business practices.
4 documents, basically one on operation management, the next one on financial management and income generation, the other one on strategic planning, and I think most importantly contract farming, because we wanted to develop trust between farmers and the ginners, and also to promote the model that we want to use, particularly for the cotton sector in Kenya, where we intend to use the ginnery as the hub for development.
That is mismanagement of funds. Kwa sababu ameweka pesa mahali ambapo hatukuwa tumekubaliana.
Tukitunza pesa zetu, tunazaona kwamba pesa yetu iko kwa akaunti yetu, tunazaamua kukopesha watu ili tupate faida nyingine juu.
The third challenge addressed was the constraints related to the role of cooperatives in the cotton value chain. Cooperatives were largely inactive or focused on advocacy, providing little support for cotton production and commercialization.
Watu wa ginnery wanataka kuja kutununulia pamba, tuambiwe tarehe kamili, tujije tukamaliza siku nyingi tukiwaongojea.
Similar to the training for ginneries, 10 training modules were delivered for the managers of cooperatives. They covered technical and managerial skills to improve farmers' collective bargaining power and the delivery of good quality cotton to ginneries. The capacity building sessions were comprehensive to ensure that co-op managers were able to grasp key management concepts for running a co-op as a business. A variety of capacity building techniques were used, including lectures, case studies, role plays, group discussions, and presentations. The last challenge addressed was the lack of access to finance and investments for acquiring inputs, machinery, and other resources.
The price that has been offered by the millers does not even make us even to balance the accounts with the ginners, because they are offering a very low price.
We have sat in the minutes and passed that today we are going to draw money, and this money we are going to buy cotton. And we find out that the treasurer do the diversification of that money. He spent in another way.
Access to financial services is a major challenge for small and medium cotton businesses in Kenya, mainly owing to high interest rates, risk-averse banks, and a history of bad debts. Financial service appraisals were carried out to develop strategies to improve access to public and private funding for both cooperatives and GINAs. The appraisals came up with recommendations, including the need to set up transparent accounting systems to instill confidence in investors, develop viable business plans and budgets when requesting loans or meeting with investors, engaging in dialogue with local banks and potential investors. As a result of the activities implemented, cooperatives understand the need to work with GINAs rather than against them. Cooperatives delivered quality services to members, mobilizing farmers around cotton production and increasing the use of cooperatives as a marketing channel. GINAs now centralize payments to cooperatives, paying cash to farmers upon product delivery. There is yet much to be done to improve the cotton sector in Kenya to contribute to the achievement of the country's Vision 2030 and the Millennium Development Goals. A key concern is the need for policies that support business partnerships and the development of inclusive business models.